bringing you the latest news from Bucks County. This is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Cannelli.
This Courier Times Update is brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center in Langhorne, PA. It's your health, expect more. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kimberly Flanders reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with your news update on this Friday, May 17th. Rachel Cannelli is off today. The 5-year-long contract stalemate between the Neshaminy Teachers Union and the school board will continue after the teachers voted Thursday to reject the board's latest offer. The sticking points, according to union leaders, are class size limits and the board's insistence to eliminate past practice language and previous agreements on district practices. School board president Richie Webb said the board will follow through with their threat to withdraw its salary offer, which would give teachers a salary hike for the current school year if the union does not accept the proposed deal by May 22nd. The vote was conducted among more than 75% of the district's 600-plus educators who attended the general membership meeting. Reporter Christian Menno has more details on this story at buckscountycouriertimes.com. A Feasterville man has been arrested and charged with more than 24 counts of attempted invasion of privacy and related charges after he allegedly photographed and videotaped women as they tanned at Planet Fitness on Brownsville Road in Lower Southampton. Police say that Joseph Clark Jr. used his phone to secretly videotape or photograph different women at least 27 times between April 16th and 25th. Planet Fitness management were alerted of the peeping Tom after a woman saw a hand raising a cell phone over the wall of the tanning booth next to hers. Clark was also charged Thursday with 2 counts of loitering and prowling related to incidents at the apartment complex where he lives, after a neighbor reportedly saw him standing in the bushes staring into the apartment he shares with his girlfriend. Reporter Joe Chevalier has more on this story on our website. Denasia Baker, the alleged getaway driver involved in the attempted robbery and murder of local musician Danny DeGennaro, took the stand for the prosecution Thursday in Bucks County Court in the trial of Jermaine Jackson. Baker's testimony described Jackson as a control freak who planned the robbery of DeGennaro and recruited the other participants. Following the botched attempt, Baker says Jackson continued to exert control, threatening to kill anyone and everyone she's ever loved if she talked to police. Baker admitted to the jury that she is cooperating with the prosecution in hopes of receiving a lighter sentence. Defense attorney Craig Pengalaze got Baker to admit that she never heard Jackson order DeGennaro's killing and that he was surprised and angry upon finding out what had happened. Reporter Lori Mason Schrader has more on the trial online, and for more coverage of this trial, you can follow Lori on Twitter at Bucks Courts. For those of you who enjoyed the sunny weather yesterday, it looks like you're in luck again today. We have a high of 78 and a low tonight of 53. Moving into the weekend, it looks mostly cloudy with a few scattered showers with temperatures in the mid-70s. When we come back, our very own Kevin Cooney will be stopping by the news desk. We'll get an update on the pitcher Roy Halladay's shoulder surgery and take a look at how the Phillies are holding up a quarter of the way through the season. Thank you for joining us today, Kevin. So let's talk about what's on everybody's mind right now, Roy Halladay's surgery.
Yeah, Halladay was confirmed yesterday by Dr. Michael Siccotti that his surgery went well. They did some cleaning out basically of the rotator cuff and the labrum. The plan, if everything goes well, according to what Siccotti said, was 6 to 8 weeks before he could start throwing a baseball again. But I think people have to understand, one, there's a high complication risk that could push that timetable back. And 2, it's going to take maybe 4 or 5 weeks beyond that before Halladay can even throw a baseball. So I think if you look at it, Phillies still have to count on the fact that they're probably not going to have Halladay for the rest of the season, and that's a major loss in the starting rotation.
Yeah, and how is that going to affect the Phillies, progress?
Well, if you look at it, they're a quarter of the way through the season. They're 3.5 games behind the Braves and the Nationals and the National League East. They haven't really pitched well. I mean, Cole Hamels is 1-6. Their big 3 starters that they kind of put $65 million into have not performed well. So, but they're still in the race, and it's kind of amazing. They're going to have to find a little more offense, I think, to overcome some of their pitching, shortfalls, and they're going to need their bullpen to be a lot better. So far, their bullpen, except for Jonathan Papelbon, very inconsistent. they need to get things kind of together here if they're going to make a run. Otherwise, they're going to fall out of the race quick.
Definitely. Well, I couldn't have put it better myself. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate having you on the show.
Thanks, Kim.
In high school sports, the Neshaminy boys volleyball season came to an end just shy of reaching their first state tournament in 16 years. Following a 3-0 loss to North Penn in Thursday night's District 1 Class AAA boys volleyball match.
Fourth-seeded Neshaminy, which was trying to end a 16-year drought, had the home court advantage, but couldn't find an answer for North Penn's balanced attack. The Knights swept the match to claim one of District 1's 4 state bids.
We came out really strong against a really tough team, and I think it really shows in the third game they weren't going down without a fight. So, I mean, it was back and forth, and I think we just stepped up our play pretty well. We had some rough parts in the middle of the season, but we really stepped it up right here. And I think that was the key of winning in 3 games.
Reporter Jen Wielgus has highlights and reaction from Thursday's match on our website. The Pennsbury girls lacrosse team season came to a close on Thursday after losing to Springfield Delco 16-4 in the second round of the District 1 playoffs. While their season is over, the Falcons made history this year, winning their program's first ever playoff game and finishing with a school best 15-4 record. Reporter Stuart London has more on the Falcons' amazing season online. Now here's a look at what we're working on in the newsroom. Many will participate in the 15th annual Sesame Classic on Sunday. Anthony DiMattia will bring you a story on that race that promises to be better than ever this year. Reporter Jim McGinnis is working on a story to tell you exactly how much Bucks is planning to spend to repair county bridges. And if you're a pet owner that suffered through the loss of a pet, I'll be bringing you a story about the growing trend of pet funerals, pet cemeteries, and pet obituaries. Keep checking BucksCountyCourierTimes.com for updates on these stories and more. I'm Kimberly Flanders. Have a great Friday and a great weekend.